Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd in a raucous environment. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Baylor Bears, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Return starts from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
I mean, this is exactly how they wanted to start when it opened up this game, especially on the road. It's a really well-blocked play. Pick up a good chunk of yards. And if you're the offensive line, this is what you've talked about all week in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front. They give their running back plenty of room to pick up those good yards.
Oh, here comes the reverse. And they tackle him for a huge loss, 9 yards behind the line.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed at home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
2nd down after that previous play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to 3rd down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
And the Bears pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Receiver makes the catch into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. Powering through. A quick juke. Moves the ball up to the 30.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. It's a run. Running back's got it. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Leon. Quick throw over the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Going after, not right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, brought down at the 43.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Important 2nd down play coming up.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Oh, and he breaks. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop?
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Receiver in motion now. And there's the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Try and muscle for the 1st down. And the Knowles will try to keep this drive moving.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down in this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
And the Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That one moves the ball across the 40.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Leon. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. And they've got the returner corralled. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. They tackle him about the 14.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Great cut there.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Baylor. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. To throw, it's Leon. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Ball handed to the running back. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Tailback with another carry. He's brought down out at the 46.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
And the fullback takes a turn running the football. The Seminoles pick up first down yards to keep the drive going.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep...
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
2nd and goal for the offense. Dropping back, it's Leon. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to...
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Close to the tight end. And the ball is picked off. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Got the first down, now looking for more. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up for a first down and goal.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking to pass. It's Leon. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Finding space at the 20. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Tight end makes the grab. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Trying to extend the play. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. The Bears will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky it is incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Looks left and finds his target there. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. And the Bears line it up with 1st and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Check out this call on 1st and goal. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on 2nd and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. This one will be fair caught. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Dropping back, it's Leon. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Tackle, but first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he fires the football to the right side. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bears will kick it off to begin the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last two possessions. And they get the second half started with their running play. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking right, this one caught. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage. Man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made over the middle. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Grab behind the line. It's Harris. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Second down coming up.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. And he cannot make the catch over the middle on the crossing route. He's going to bring up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. We'll see what he can do with the return. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Look at this, an end around to start the drive. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's intercepted. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Wow, a risky. lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Back to throw. It's Leon. Caught quickly. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
On third down, it's a handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The first down pickup tackled at the 45. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Back to pass. It's Leon. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The Noles will have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. There's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield. So the screen on 1st down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on 1st down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the out route. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Incomplete, but yeah, here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive extending 1st down.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And on the carry, he's heading left. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Oh, a reverse. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter?
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Baylor 28, Florida State 21.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Ball handed off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Boy, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Stop at the 43. Another first down.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down and distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
And they finally stopped him, but a decent gain that time.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a toss play to the right. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
And the Bears are in the red zone. In the red area, it's Hill. Touchdown, Baylor. This offense cannot be stopped. Extra point try coming now.
Number 34.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Baylor 35, Florida State 21.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. On the run, it's Harris. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
A gain makes it second and medium. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Here's a throw underneath the tight end.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. They'll try to run it with the option. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And that run produces a decent gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Scanning the field, it's Leon. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Oh, it's a reverse. Big spin on the run. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is that offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.